Hi everyone, it's Don from Crux Seminatus, and I continue my love affair with the Leviathan Dreadnought. This time I'm going to paint it, or try to paint it, with the Imperial Fists scheme. So, first things first, you've seen me try and do the pre-shading method with black and white, and I did it for an ultramarine Leviathan, which got a lot of views and a lot of love. So I tried to work out a way of being able to do a sort of similar thing with brown, and I thought the reason brown would work would be to give it a sort of orangey tone underneath rather than the black, which would give it quite a stark tone. So I saw, I just showed you there, I was painting it black, and I was highlighting the bits that I wanted to be lighter. Now, truth being told, it didn't work. So the white worked, and I got a really cool bright yellow, but the brown, when I put the yellow on top of it, it just looked green for some reason, and I couldn't shift it. Now, you know, all you people who have done colour theory and art school and all the rest of it will no doubt be scratching your head going, what an idiot, why did he try and put yellow over brown? You know, that's not going to work. I didn't know any better. But as I say, the white highlights look really sort of zinging yellow, which is pretty cool. But the brown, the truth is, I have to go over it so many times to cover the brown that it really just becomes a solid yellow, which is a bit of a shame. So I had a wee hissy fit to myself, and I went away and I left it for the night, and I came back, and basically I came back to it fresh and thought, right, how can I save this? Because, you know, I don't want to have to strip the model and start all over again. And here's a great example of that sort of greeny colour that I'm talking about. It's, you know, the white stuff, covering the white goes on really, really well. Covering the brown, it looks like sick or something. I don't know. Maybe it's a sick out of Family Guy I'm thinking about. But anyway, it wasn't brilliant. So how do I fix it? Well, stubbornness is how I fix it, and stubbornness should be an arsenal in your paint box too. If at first it doesn't succeed, swear lots, you know, give up, cry, come back, try again, and eventually you'll get a yellow coat that you think, well, that's passable. So you can see there, it just doesn't want to cover that brown at all. But after about 7,500 coats, maybe, I don't know, I lost count, to be fair. A lot of yellow, and I even tried different manufacturers' paints in case one pigment was thicker, and it's P3 paint that you can see right there. Good grief. Anyway, so I get it a yellow that is pretty cool, or at least I think is passable. I covered it in gloss varnish, and then I thought, well, hold on a minute, I need to break up the yellow, so I'm going to give it a black knee pad, and I want to give it a stripe. I love those Shelby stripes you get on cars, you know, the ones, the race cars and stuff. I think they look awesome. I'm never going to be able to afford a car that has one of them, so I could settle for putting them on models. So I masked off a piece here with just masking tape and just flat black. It was Vallejo Game Air, not that it makes any difference. And then peel off the masking tape, and I'm left with a pretty decent straight line. And what I wanted to do was have the Imperial Fist icon, sigil, whatever you want to call it, the fist, be exactly the same width as the decal. I do actually get it to be that, but in the course of putting the decal on, I nudge it a couple of pixels to the left, so it's not exactly perfect, but from the 3 foot distance it looks fine, so I'm not going to, you know, lose any sleep over it. And then I discovered that what I should really have done is had black pauldrons if I was doing a marine. So I thought, right, I'll paint the arm or the shoulder panels or whatever you want to call these things. I will paint them black, but I'll mask out the yellow in the middle, which is the articulation for the arm, and it looked alright. So decals, right, so I got this decal, I think it's from an old Space Marine tank kit. The yellow, well, it looks alright, but it could have been brighter. It's kind of semi-transparent, so you can kind of see the black through it. and you can see me there. I was using micro set to sort of bend it round the knee pads corners, and I just keep poking away at it with my brush, and then I get the old trusty cotton bud out and sort of roll out any of the moisture, and I'm not dragging that, I'm rolling it between my fingers to make sure that it expels any of the liquid. And after a while it dries, looks good. I cover it with varnish, gloss varnish again, to make the decals completely invisible. If you haven't seen that, I've done it in loads of other videos. I didn't want to bore you with that today, but you know, feel free to have a look. This is the Imperial fist. Let's call it a sigil. Let's just call it a sigil, right? I get it right in position, and then somehow at the last second I managed to bump it off to the side. But anyway, it is what it is. Okay, so coming up to the finishing parts there, I painted green on the plasma bombard thing. I just hadn't painted green plasma for a while, and I drilled some holes, put some paper clips in to pin it to this base. I put yellow details on the quad cannon thing and yellow details on the plasma bombard, and I chipped it. Now I chipped it with a brush this time, because usually you've seen me do sponge chipping a lot, but I just wanted to really try it with the brush, and it looks pretty cool. From that same Space Marine vehicle transfer set, I got 2 red triangles and 2 yellow triangles. Somebody said on my Instagram that they might be Space Wolf things. If they are, I apologise, I didn't know any better. So I put them on the right chest piece and the left knee piece, and on each of the arms as well. I kind of like the way it's like bringing its fist forwards to give a big Hadouken of fiery green plasma death, whatever. God, the camera works shocking here. If anyone wants to come and do the camera for me, that would be just fantastic. But anyway, thanks for listening to me rabbit on. Any comments or whatever, please leave them below, and if you haven't subscribed, if you would consider it, that would be great. Thanks very much. Cheers. Bye bye.